Hey, it's Derek again. I just wanted to post another quick video. I know I've been putting them up like crazy lately. I've just been getting a lot of things done, and the past couple videos that I've put up, I've been getting a lot of comments, and I really appreciate the help that I've gotten from everybody. You know, as far as the foam board break that I made, I've gotten quite a few comments and replies towards that. Anyway, yeah, quite a few of the projects that I've posted, I've gotten a lot of comments, a lot of constructive criticism, and I certainly appreciate it. So, what I wanted to show you now was the wing that I folded with the foam board break that I made. You know, I was talking about how quite a few of the other Armin style foam board wings that I've made, when I've gotten them folded over, you know, you fold the first 30-inch section, then you fold the second 30-inch section, then you got to put the two together. You know, if you wanted a 60-inch wingspan, and quite a few of the problems that I was having doing that is getting my lines to match up, getting the folds to match up. One of the things that I was running into is on the first 30-inch section, it'd be real nice and smooth all the way around, and on the second one, it'd be, you know, kind of smooth. There might be a little kink in there, and I wasn't really happy with it. Which is why I wanted to do the foam board break that I made. So here it is. I've got it all folded. I've got it all taped up. Let me get these out of the way. But yeah, here it is. I'm going to try to do the best I can to show you what it is that I want to show you. You know, again, you know, I've got some, you know, the roll of purple that I had left over, and okay, so I went ahead and colored the whole top purple. I put some red with black flaps on the bottom. I thought that might be kind of neat to have that kind of outlined. I did the black on both the wing tips there. I've got my carbon fiber aero spar still in here, but if you look, let's see if I can bring this over to the camera. Man, I tell you, my fold right here, where it folds up over those formers, it is so smooth and the same all the way down from I'm sorry, I bumped the tripod there. Anyway, it is so smooth from the tip down here all the way down through the middle, all the way down to the end. The fold of the foam board was just beautiful, nice and smooth all the way down. Really looks nice. I think I went 3 formers high. Yeah, I did. You know, I've got a 2-inch section, 2 1-inch sections, and then another 2-inch section. Something I started doing on the wings that I make, for the first one, I put down at, you know, 1 inch behind the leading edge, and then where the first 1-inch former goes, where the, you know, in front of the spar, I put that 1/4 inch back from the first one. I suppose I could just take all the formers and move them back a little further, but by doing that, it kind of created a stair step, and I was thinking that would help fold that over, and, you know, to help make it more smooth. Because some of the ones I was doing earlier, where the foam board hits that first former right there, it would kink over, and it didn't look very good, and I didn't care for it. It would probably still work just fine, but I didn't like how it looked. Yeah, it came out real nice and smooth. Something I am gonna say, you know, if somebody comes across my video where I was showing that foam board break that I make, doing it this way, you know, where you're doing two sections at the same time, it certainly is a bit more difficult. because you've got more surface area that you're working with. And I certainly expected it to be a little more difficult. I'm not really sure I expected it to be as difficult as it was, especially since the fact that my larger high temperature hot glue gun gave out on me. I don't know what the deal is. I was squeezing on it, and it just the glue stick won't come out. This is actually the second one I've had. I think I'm going to try a different brand because this one sucks. So I had to use my low temperature, the craft kind of hot glue gun, and had to kind of work in a hurry and then get my fold over. So, but doing it this way, it made it a bit more difficult. But the way I see it, certainly the way I'm looking at it, because my fold over on the wing came out as smoothly and as symmetrical on both halves as it did, I certainly think that when it comes to making wings that are wider, I certainly think that I'm going to be using my foam board brake. It just helps get that fold here on the leading edge, helps get that fold just real nice, real smooth. And by doing that, I was able to get my formers lined up in the exact same spot, because to put when I was putting my formers down, when I made my mark, when I made my first mark, going back from the leading edge 1 inch for that former, what I did is I put my 1 inch mark on this side, and then I went all the way down here to this side and made my 1 inch mark. Now I've got a 6-foot piece of aluminum, just flat bar, like a flat ruler would be, but it's 6 feet long. I picked that up at Lowe's for $10. Then what I wanted it for was to be able to make those long lines from one end to the other. Instead of measuring, from the one leading edge to, somewhere in the middle, and then out to the leading edge, and then using my 4-foot ruler, which is a steel ruler. But I found doing it that way, my marks kind of, they either folded in or they overlapped somehow, so my lines weren't straight. So by making one mark down here and one mark down here, and then using that 6-foot piece of aluminum that I bought, I was able to get one line, and then I just ran my formers right across that line, and I'm sure that helped with getting that fold symmetrical. So yeah, I'm certainly real happy with this. The big wing that I made for my triangular fuselage plane, it's got some differences in the middle. I think the one side was real nice and smooth. Actually, no, they were both nice and smooth, but the fold was at a different spot where it come across the top of the former. The fold was at a different spot, so it just looks funny. It would probably work just fine, but it just looks funny, and I didn't really care for it. I don't know if it's that I'm getting more meticulous, as I grow older, but whatever. My purple and red one here, I really like how this came out. So something I wanted to show you. I certainly appreciate you guys looking. I appreciate you guys commenting and helping me out. Whether it's hey, good job, or a little constructive criticism, and periodically the oddball. And I had the guy the other day. He called me a dork. I suppose that's part of YouTube, and that's just the way it is. So anyway, I certainly appreciate you guys watching. Again, thanks for the help, and we'll see about getting this wing on my triangular fuselage plane. I believe I've got all of the electronics for it. We'll see about getting that back together. See if we can get that together and get it out for a flight. I'm not going outside much today because here in northeast Indiana, I think the temperature topped out today at like 106, they said, and I think this, here we are at 10 minutes after 8, and I think it's still like 102 outside. It's hot. So, alright, thanks for watching, and we'll put up another video here again real soon, I'm sure.